Good day and welcome to another edition of Outsider Genie. Today we'll be looking at the race meeting from Kenilworth today. If you want to receive this video every day, click on the subscribe button and ring the bell. For those people who are listening to this broadcast for the first time, what we do is Outsider Genie do a form analysis, and through the form analysis that he does, he then find outsiders that he gives to you, which you can add into your play, whatever your play is, quartets, trifectas, pick sixes, PAs, whatever. You add those numbers, and if they do arrive, you'll be collecting the bigger payout, standing in a payout queue, laughing and thanking Outsider Genie. Then we're also on Twitter and unfortunately not on Instagram. And our contact details are 0835 Just to remind you that selections and video for the day is only for subscribers. If you don't want to miss it, you could have taken the weekend package, but if you want it for today and tomorrow, you can send me 100 Rand and I'll send you the preview and video and selections for Turfontein and tomorrow for today at Greyville and tomorrow at Turfontein. You can also subscribe to our packages. We've got a 14-day package for 175 Rand. If you sign up now before 31st of May, you can get the package, which is normally 500 Rand or 400 Rand. And then we've got, for the remainder of the champion season till the end of 30th of July, a package that will normally be 1,000 Rand. You can get for 650. Then we've launched this new service by Outsider Genie, where we give you just selections, which you can play doubles, all to comes, and this service is for people who are not interested in exactas, trifectas, and quartets. We give you 2 top bets for the day, 2 each way value bets, 3 all to comes. One is a top all to come. That's the one that we think is got the best chance of winning for the day. A value all to come, which you can play for wins and places, and the same with the outsider all to come. Now, the outsider all to come doesn't win often, but if it does, it certainly pay dividends. And also for big six players, we give you our normal pick six for 150, up to 150 for 1%. Then we give you a pick six that you can play with 5%, and then a pick six build around top and value bets for 100% that you can take a percentage that suits you. For jackpot players, you can just use the middle legs of the pick sixes, and then the cost is 10 Rand a day. You've got free packages. You subscribe now to any of these free packages before 1st of May. Then for June, your normal cost would be 300. You pay 255. For now till the end of July, the cost would have been 600. You pay 480, or if you pay for 3 months, June, July, and August, normal price 900. You pay 675 Rand. So let's look at the racing today from Kenilworth on the winter course, 29th of May. The first race kick off with a work riders event, which unfortunately I don't do selections on, as I don't know the work riders so well in Cape Town. So let us have a look at the betting. Then the betting is number 10, Fushilate, even money. Number 1, La Benquare, 28 to 10. Number 3, Infro, 11 to 2. Silver Slippers, 8 to 1. Soft Day, 10 to 1 and 25 to 1. St. Patrick's Day, scratch numbers 2 and 4. And also the next event is a juvenile event, which we also don't do selections on. Here you have Europeana, 11 to 20, Kissing Point, 5 to 2, 12 to 1, Jaffa Cake, Parisian Girl, 14 to 1, Social Spirit, 14 to 1 and 20 to 1, Tastemaker, scratch number 3, Winter Music. And then race 3, a maiden plate over 1,200 meters, Act of Thunder, 12 to 10, 9 to 2, Mr. Frosty, 11 to 2, Green Vigilante, Oz Bob, 11 to 1, Keep It Secret, 12 to 1, 20 to 1, Mr. Mainstay, Escape Plan, 22 to 1, and Longer the Rest. So let's have a look here in the third race, which is our first race which we're going to do selections on. Here we are going for the number 1 horse, Mr. Frosty. Mr. Frosty is a nice striking grey horse, so you won't miss him. And he's been running constantly places over the last few runs. And I do believe today again will run a huge race, and will definitely be there when the photos are taken. And for outsider selections, I'm going for numbers 10 and 11. Green Vigilante, 2-year-old, give me the green light by Barrage of Me, has been placed fourth in both his runs, but a little bit off. But what's nice about number 10, last time out, he ran at 23.1, fastest 400, so stayed on from the rear. And I'm thinking that number 10 can be a big factor in this race today, because I have spoken about this thing about the 400 to finishes in Cape Town, where to my mind their 400 to finishes is normally a little bit slower than up north and in Durban. So certainly if you find a horse that runs at 23.1, 400 to finish, that is quite I would say actually above average time for Cape Town. Then we have number 11 here, Powerful Gelding, which I also think by Ford with me is also going to improve. Was 7.5 lengths last time out. Late progress, already 3 runners, 1 winner, so certainly that looked like it was a decent field. And then we have a look at the favorite number 8, Acta Thunder, and number 5. You know, you ran a decent first race, was race green, but certainly I won't say this is going to be race over. Yes, you do have a chance, but yeah, there's 1 or 2 nicely bred 2-year-olds also making their appearance, and their number 3, number 1, Mr. Frosty, has also already had 8 runs, a few places, and on his day ran second to Rascallion, which is running in the future race in Cape Town today. Dollar Brand has won again. Benjamin has won again. So certainly number 1, Mr. Frosty, not to be discarded. Then we move to race number 4, where my first selection, okay, sorry, we're just going to go to the betting first. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here again today. The race number 4, number 2, Black Silver, 28 to 10, Crimson Princess, 9 to 2, Daughter of Zeus, 4 to 1, Rose Princess, 4 to 1, River Cafe, 6 to 1, Do Angels Cry, 12 to 1, Bold Diva, 12 to 1, and Rewrite the Stars, 40 to 1. So what we have here is Phyllis Mears 80 handicap over 1600 meters, Class C, average merit rate at 78. So here my first selection, and I'm strong on this horse, I must say today, and this is number 3, Crimson Princess. Now, this horse has run against some decent opposition, notably Marina, Rain in Your Market. Those 2 horses the other day fought out a finish in a future. And also you have Pink Tamberline, which was in the same race. Here we have third behind Bold Diva, which is no pushover. Also ran behind Catch a Falling Star, which is competing in Durban today, but over a longer distance, which I actually given a good chance today. So I don't know what happened in the last, sorry, I'm now totally on the wrong horse. I was on Rewrite the Star last time and he dropped me completely. Sorry, I apologize about that. Sorry, guys, I made a huge mistake. My first selection is number 3, Crimson Princess, a 3-year-old Silvano filly, which won a maiden the other day, beating Daughter of Zeus. And then ran on nicely behind Stafford. You know, I just spoke to you about the 400 to finish. And here we have a 22.4 late run gaining. And I'm thinking the 1600 meters will suit number 3, Crimson Princess. Sorry, I'm just laughing at myself, guys. You know, sometimes I can just shake my head for myself. Then we have a stable companion here, number 6, Do Angels Cry, one of my outsider selections. I also think that this horse has got capabilities. That also won on a kennel with 1600 meters. And I'm just thinking that with 56.5 can definitely be a contender to finish. Only 2.35 behind, so flawless. But what caught my eye about Do Angels Cry was this 21.5 stayed on, and that is certainly a very, very good time. And I see she has run some decent 400 to finishes Do Angels Cry? So definitely I would think a contender in this race, Do Angels Cry? Um, so also one to watch. As a matter of fact, in my pick six, I've included numbers 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And because number 7, River Cafe, also ran behind Starboard, also had a nice, decent run. And there's also a legislative filly that with Ruben Kotza, who's riding like out of his skin on board, can certainly be also be in the firing line. And then here's number 8, Rose Princess, a horse that I've been following, and yeah, she did run well after the maiden, and I actually fancied for that race behind Pretty Betty that day. So Surly also only carrying 56.5. The only 2 horses I haven't got in my pick six is number 1, Bold Diva, but she's no donkey herself. But I just think that the 1600 meters might just be a bit short for her. And then here, number 4, Rewrite the Stars. I gave this horse last time out as an outright winner, and to my dismay, he ran 21 lengths behind. I don't know what happened there, but maybe we want to put it in the back end of your quartets if you want to. Number 4, Rewrite the Stars. Then we move to race number 5, which is a Phyllis Mares divided handicap over the 1200 meters. Before we go there, I just want to got something I want to share with you guys. I don't know. I think a lot of you watching this video might be in a bit of difficulty financially. Maybe you're playing the horses to get money in. Maybe you were a trends. Maybe you lost your business. You don't know where to go. So today I want to ask you a question. And the question is, if I could show you how with a one-time payment of $100, you can earn 180,000 Rand. Okay, there is terms and conditions within 4 to 6 months. Would that interest you? I can give you proof of current participants' earnings, which are currently earning that kind of money. So it's not a fund sub, it's not a blown up amount to just suck you in. Then it's all legal according to South African law, and I've got the evidence to prove that is you as well. This is a global opportunity, already been done in the US for 12 years, where it's 100% legal. I have got a document to that effect as well. So what this opportunity is not, it's not a cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum. It's not cryptocurrency trading. It's not Forex trading. It's not Bamboo. It's not Dewpoint. It's not Crowd One. It's not admin from home or any kind of franchise business or any other similar scam or scheme that you've heard of. It is definitely a unique opportunity. So if you are interested, WhatsApp me on 0612310193 and just says reference OSG Info Legal System so that I know that the way that you got the information comes from this. And request information is free. Why not take a look? It can change your financial position for good. I'm already doing this an opportunity, and I'm saying to you guys, what this will give to me personally is I'll have a little bit more money to spend on my house. I'll have extra money that I can take a punt or two. And one of the other things I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize that money to buy a little bit more shares in some of those horses with my syndicate that I'm currently running. So why not take a look at it? If you're in need of money, guys, just gooi me the direct message on 0612310193. I'll send you the information and get going. All you have to do is you just need to pay a one-time payment of $100, which currently is 1/4. That's it. And oh yes, you will have your money back. The first transaction that you do, you will have your money back, $100. So then from there, it's purely profit. So let's move on to race number 5. It's a computer form online, Phyllis Mares 96 divided handicap. Let's have a look at the betting on race number 5, where we have number 1, Capitana 18-10, Green Light Gal 7-2, Casino Queen 11-2, On Captain's Side 11-2, Lemon Delight 11-2, and Gertrude Bell 9-1. So yeah, my first selection is number 1, Capitana. Capitana is now running in a a B Division 90, but she has run against here in a A Division 106, second to Clouds Unfurled, and surely that was a top class effort. And also ran in 87, beating Booms a Daisy, and last time in 102 just ran close to Zarina. And I really think that Capitana today, a huge runner in this field. Outsider selections, I'm liking number 2, Lemon Delight. Also a horse that has run against some decent opposition. You'll see here, Seeking the Stars, Princess Kala, Zarina, Captain's Ransom. Last time I ran strongly on behind Really Royal. Also in the future, it was and I think maybe over a distance a little bit too far for her. So today, running over the 1200 meters, I'm sure Lemon Delight is definitely going to put up a bold effort here. I'm going to confirm, yeah, it is at 1200 meters. I know it is. I just wanted to make sure. Then another horse I would like to recommend is number 3, Green Light Girl. Already a 7 runs, 3-time winner. Also run against some decent opposition and looks like a filly that can still improve. In other horses, most of the horses in this field, you can make a case of. This Casino Queen ran behind Iris last time after being off form for a while. Also needs to be watched. Gertrude Bell is, I'm also sure, 1-2 in a race is also improving, but it seems like she's going to favor maybe the longer distance, but a small field can be there when the photos are taken. So let's move on to the next race, which is race number 6. Race number 6 is a 78 divided handicap over 1200 meters, and here the betting is as follows. Number 3, Safe to Assume 5-2, Little Doe 9-2, Gillian Ann 5-1, Arc Lamp 11-2, Wild Creature 9-2, Sabbath Fast 16-1, Mar Black 16-1, Flashlight 25-1, and longer the rest. So here in race 6, my first selection, and D72, just note that my first selection is Wild Creature. Wild Creature has been running over a little bit longer, but I think that the 1200 meters will suit her. And you'll see here some of the names on the previous race, Gertrude Bell. Also in that race was horses that ran on well behind Lilac Sensation. And again, yeah, that is my reason why I'm picking number 5, Wild Creature. Running at 21.7, stayed on for 400 to finish, and she wasn't even the fastest. And also there ran at 20.7 behind Capitiana. Capitiana, we just saw, is running in a D9 and a B90, and this being a D72, and she was but a half length behind Capitiano when Capitiano broke a maiden. And I'm thinking Wild Creature today with Craig Zaki today from draw 2, I think really a huge runner in this field today. Then my outsider selections is as follows. Number 1, Arc Lamp. Yeah, this horse is nicely bred, and I was surprised to see the horse winning over 1200 meters. But after that, fluffed the lines a little bit. But in one of them, it was says not striding out. I'm not sure whether she had the same problem behind Larix Ascension. But I'm sure this horse is better than her last 2 runs. And did beat Little Doe on the maiden form. Then, but then Little Doe beat her again behind Lilac Sensation. Also, both of them coming back from a small rest. Now, here's number 3, Safe to Assume, Australia import. So you think fully, and really impressed in a first run here, and definitely a horse that you cannot beat out of any play, because this could be anything. I see Callum Murray taking the ride for Andre Nell. And then also here we want to have a look here, another horse that I do also fancy a bit, and that's number 9, Mar Black. Mar Black has also run against a higher division than she's running here, and has also run some pretty okay races. And I think a little bit, down in class today from previous runs here in 84 and 83, can certainly make her presence felt, number 9, Mar Black. So include in all of your play. Then we move to the next race, which is race number 7, measured at 96 handicap over 1200 meters. Here we have number 9, Bereave, 2-1, Aries Morning, 3-1, Spanish Awakening, 9-2, Tarantino, 11-2, Mr. Vargas, 20-1, 20-1, Green Jacket, 16-1, photocopy, 10-1, Virtual Oyster, Apollo Eyes, 20-5, Scratch 1 and 11. Now, guys, my selection is the number 5 horse, and that's photocopy. This horse hasn't won for 455 days, but this horse is now running in a B9-1, but has been running in like 107 year behind Silver Operator, 101 behind Snow Report, and over this course and distance, 10 runs, 2 wins, 2 seconds, and 4 thirds. So out of 10 runs, he was in the money 8 out of 10 times. Okay, so now I know this horse has been trying for a long time, but I just got a feeling that today, last time over the 1400 meters, it might have a little bit to be too far. And I'm thinking back today, over the 1200 meters will suit him. And I'm thinking photocopy might just be able to put it off today. Then my outsider selections is number 2, Mr. Vargas. Mr. Vargas also a horse that has been running there and thereabouts in the same class behind Mr. Cops, and has beaten Orange Power before over 1,000 meters. And I'm expecting Mr. Vargas also to be involved in the finish here today. My other outsiders, number 7, Tarantino, another Justin and Snape Inway, Louis Makotswa on board. And has also been running, has been run some races in PE where he came up against the likes of Golden Drummer, which is definitely really a good horse. My Hopes and Dreams, not a donkey either. Here ran second behind Real Game and His Choice, and then ran second behind Global Drummer again. So certainly I would think that Tarantino is definitely a horse that can come up today. So I haven't included in my big six and stuff, but do include in your bigger play. Here we have number 9, Bereave, who won very easy last time beating Giacomo Porcino, which I fancied that day. But this horse was in control a long way out, and I feel even over the 1200 meters, Bereave is going to be a big factor to keep in this race, because the dam is by Catalucci, which give him a lot of speed. Vision Getterix, they are versatile. This horse ran third behind Jet Dark and Triple Jet. So I think certainly number 9, Bereave, in with a huge chance. And also number 10, Spring Awakening, has won his last 2 races, and but against a little bit weaker opposition, now running against stronger opposition, but also in with a chance, Spring Awakening. Then we move to the last race, which is a merit-rated 80 handicap over 1,000 meters, computer from class D, 73. Now here we have Winter Flight 3-1, Captain Dizzy 3-1, Fighter 9-2, Line of Power 7-1, 8-1, Gimme Aces, Royal Flush 10-1, Baltimore Jack 12, the Bull 14, and 40-1 and better. And yeah, I'm strong in the camp of number 1, Winter Flight. Now, if you have a look here, you'll see that Captain Ransom, Spring Awakening, beat Winter Flight that day by 2 lengths. Now, if Spring Awakening run a huge race there, then that will certainly enhance the chances of Winter Flight. And Winter Flight ran second behind Spring Awakening. And before that, also run against some decent opposition here. You'll see he's running now in a D73 after running in an A95 behind Favorita, a B91, Mr. Cops, a 88B, all divisions, hasn't run in a D division except for the Maiden, has never run in a D division in his life. And I'm thinking today that number 1, Winter Flight, would be hard to beat in this race. Yes, there is number 2, Captain Dizzy, but Captain Dizzy hasn't run in the same races kind of opposition. than Winter Flight. And Winter Flight did beat it last time out by about half a length. There is a half kilogram swing in the favor of, because they were carrying 60 and 58.5. So number one was carrying 1.5 kilogram more, and today is carrying 2 kilograms. So it's half a kilogram better off, because the merit rating of number one was increased by 1 point, and the merit rating of number two stayed as such. But I think that number one can still have the beating of number two, Captain Dizzy. In the outsiders, we're going to have a look at number 8 and number 11. Number 8 is Line of Power, Greg Enian stable. They had a nice winner during the week. Greg Stein also ran on behind Barry McGee in a slightly lesser division, but also ran against Captain Dizzy, and there he was a 5 kilogram turnaround. Now there's a little bit more, and was only beaten 1.5 lengths by Captain Dizzy. So Line of Power today can finish closer to Captain Dizzy. So certainly an inclusion in your play. And then the other outsider, number 11, Gimme Aces, also has run there and thereabouts. Justin Snape's table. Bailey is not a very competent rider, and I think number 11, definitely inclusion of the back ends of your quartets and trifectas. So that then brings us to the end of our preview for Fairview. I hope I could point you in the right direction. And as I always say, break a leg.